All right, peace everybody. So the lightweight saga continues this weekend. There's gonna be two videos. I'm gonna start off here with the fight on Showtime pay-per-view, that of Gervonta Davis and Isaac Cruz, and I also want to talk about Devin Haney and Jojo Diaz that is also taking place this weekend. But needless to say, the lightweight division is one of the busiest divisions in boxing, if not the. Even though the fights we want to see have not happened yet for the most part. I mean, we got to see Lomachenko and Teofimo Lopez, and last weekend we saw a huge upset, or so people think. George Kambosos defeating Teofimo Lopez to grab the majority chunk of the lightweight titles. Okay, just to be fair and balanced, right? So we're here, man. We're here. You have two guys in that of Devin Haney and Gervonta Davis that both have, the proverbial microscope on them, okay? And I think more so for Gervonta Davis because of the fact he's Floyd's protege. There's a lot riding on him. And again, man, I say this time and time again, man, when you're knocking people out, people tend to tune in. Okay, and I think Gervonta Davis has gotten somewhat of that stigma where he'll be trailing in fights, but it's that X factor that nullifies the deficiencies he might be having up until. So, yet again, we're in a situation, and I'll get to Jojo and Haney in a second. Yet again, we're in a situation where there is a last-minute fill-in, right? Isaac Cruz, we were supposed to get Rolly Romero and Gervonta Davis, which kind of came out of nowhere because they had Rolly as the WBA interim champion, and the WBA decided, let's try to clean up our mess and consolidate the regular and interim champions, which I think it should have been the other way around. Like the super and the regular should have been unified, and the interim just be the interim. The interim. Another video. So here we are. So Rolly Romero, because of the allegations and sexual misconduct and things as such, Isaac Cruz, funny enough, was the initial candidate to fight Gervonta Davis, and if I'm not mistaken, he was going to be on the undercard of this fight, of this card. But lo and behold, he was training for Gervonta Davis practically like most of the time. And, on paper, the lead up for Rolly and Tank was going to be funny, right? Rolly was going to, talk his talk and everything. But listen, I'm going to tell y'all this. This might be a better fight. And I'll tell you why. Because I feel, while Isaac Cruz, he's like 5'4", 5'5", whatever, 5'4", 63-inch reach. Like, this should be a cakewalk for Gervonta Davis, right? But why am I scratching my head with this fight, okay? We've seen this happen so many times this year. Late fill-ins. People not being ready for a certain style. Because, listen, I'm going to tell y'all this. The reason I feel this fight's going to be potentially a more competitive fight is because Isaac Cruz is just a more polished fighter. You know what I'm saying? And I've seen him fight before. And Tank should win this. I mean, look, why? Why should he win this? Because he's faster, he's stronger, bigger puncher. I'm bigger, more experience at this level. But again, why am I scratching my head with this fight? Because of the fact that I feel this fight, outside of Cruz getting caught really early and this fight is over with, the one thing I noticed about him, and I'm very intrigued to see how Tank deals with this, is we've seen Tank get crowded, right? Like Leo Santa Cruz, but who wasn't really doing anything. The thing I notice about Isaac Cruz is, for him being such a small dude, he knows how to fight guys that either try to fight at range or are bigger than him. He figures out how to maneuver his way inside without like sticking his head out there. A lot of times he's like this. And I feel this is going to potentially be a more entertaining fight where I think Tank wins this, and I think he probably stops Isaac Cruz, but I have a funny feeling there's going to be points in this fight where we're going to be like, oh shit. Not that Tank gets dropped or anything like that, but something tells me this is going to be a more competitive fight than people are making it out to be. But I got Tank winning this, okay? But this might be more competitive, guys. I'm just saying, go back and look at some of the stuff Isaac Cruz is able to do. Tank is a better fighter. Don't get it twisted. But boxing is about styles. So this should be interesting. But in any case, let me hop on to Jojo and Devin Haney. Again, like, Devin Haney, again, is in a situation where he's trying to land these big fights. He's trying to fight. I mean, outside of the only guy I haven't seen him really, like, go after is Gervonta Davis. And I don't know if there's just, like, a conflict of interest there because of Floyd and all that. But he's been calling out Teofimo. You know, we saw what happened there. He's fought Linares. He's called out Ryan Garcia. And he's fighting Jojo Diaz, who for whatever it's worth, man, it might be the most decorated guy at his current at his current level, right? Like, this isn't Linares that, not to discredit it, but like was already older, worn out. This isn't Gamboa. This is a fresher guy, man, that gave Gary Russell trouble, Tevin Farmer. He's an experienced fighter, man. So I think Devin Haney, there's just stuff with him, man. Again, I know people have their opinions of him, and I think he's a good fighter for me personally, okay? There's just something missing with him. I can't really pinpoint it, and I don't want to talk about he doesn't have any dog or anything like that, but people are trying. I see with DAZN and Eddie Hearn and whoever, I see what they're trying to do to try to draw the parallel with him and Floyd. But there's things, again, in Floyd that we saw very early that we pointed out and said, man, that's special. He's special. I haven't really seen that with Devin Haney. That's not to discredit him being a bad fighter, but it's why I don't look at this fight as if it's a total whitewash for him. Like, I'm picking him to win because, I think he's good enough to beat the level of Jojo Diaz, but I won't be shocked, man. I won't be shocked if we go to the cards and there's some kind of, some effery going around. So I think this is going to be another competitive fight. And I think Jojo Diaz, again, based on his experience, is going to... And I want to see how Devin Haney deals with this. Again, the work rate, okay? Because I think Devin Haney, he's very economical. And that's not totally a bad thing. But again, there's adjustments. Does Jojo Diaz have enough power to hurt Devin Haney? That's tough to gauge. Because Linares, historically, he's been a big puncher. He's dropped people. I don't know, if Jojo Diaz has that power at 135. But something tells me it's going to be a competitive fight. And I don't know, man. I just need some questions answered with Devin Haney. And it's not a shot to him. But I'm just not ready yet to jump on the boat to try to draw a parallel to him and Floyd. No matter how you try to draw. And I know it's not his fault. I know he's not the one drawing up these memes and these stat sheets or whatever. But I think all of us collectively want to see Devin Haney in there with the upper echelon. And to his credit, he's been calling them out. So I think he just needs to have, let me say this. He needs to have a really outstanding performance. I said that in the Linares fight. I don't know if that was an outstanding performance. But if he does have one against Jojo Diaz, who again, was I think a fresher guy, I think there'll be more of a feather on that cap. You know what I mean? And then after that, what happens with the Kambosos fight and Lomachenko, man, because to me, Lomachenko, once again, I feel is going to be an avoided guy because he brings nothing to the table at this point. He has no belt. He's a name, but still a dangerous guy. And he fights later this month too. So I got Tank and Devin Haney winning these fights, both being more competitive than I think maybe people are drawing them out to be. So let me know what you think. Saturday, and again, this is a Sunday pay-per-view. The Tank and Isaac Cruz, because I know people are thinking Saturday. It's Sunday. Floyd's trying to do this whole parallel to WrestleMania kind of stuff, like to do pay-per-views on Sunday. Whatever, it don't make a difference to me. I'll be watching. So let me know what you got winning both lightweight title fights. And just let me know what you think, man. I got Tank winning and Devin Haney winning. So follow us at Rodrigo Boxing on Instagram. Follow me at Roberto_Flack. Facebook.com/GYG Boxing. Like, subscribe, blah, blah, blah. I'm out. Peace.